Hey guys, what's up? We're gonna start Quran class with Claire Khaw, Quran reading. So if you give me a second, I just need to send Claire the link, so I'll be right back. Hello? Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Um, okay, as the beginning of my streams are always the same thing. Same thing every time. So I am on shadow ban. And you cannot find my videos by going to my homepage. You cannot find my videos by searching me. And so I have made a blog where you can find all my videos lined up. It's vincentbrunoshadowban.blogspot.com. It is at the bottom of the screen and it is in the description box to this video. So now, if you give me a second, I'm going to send Claire the YouTube link. I want to go um into my computer, which is slow. So I always try to fill this about first 2.5 minutes of my broadcast with some kind of interesting short stuff because I have to do a few things. I have to get the links out. I have to spread the YouTube video. I have to update the website, and that takes me all about. And then the computer is slow, and yeah, the computer is slow. So if you give me a second. Just getting the links. Um, I get distracted, I'll think of something to say like, okay, we're gonna be starting the Quran today. It came in and I have to read it because if I don't read it, then Claire can always say, well, you never read the Quran. So how do you don't like it? You know what I mean? Like, right, how can she say that I don't like it because I haven't read it? And neither have any of these wig gnats, so they can just come on our channel and listen and they can read the Quran. Hold on, my computer is being slow. Oh, hold on, Claire is here. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well. I'm very well. Had a very well. I've had lots of food um, today, so I'm happy.
Did you get did you get the link for the did you get the link for the video on your
Yes, I'm going to be sharing it.
can
Well,
you
I've tweeted it, and I'm going
can you
to be tagging you.
Yes, please, because I need to share that link and update everything. But anyway, the Quran came, and I'm excited. It's not too big of a book. It's not going to take us. It's going to take us less time than Alan Cecil. The first, third of Alan Cecil we didn't read online. I just read that myself, and after that, I started reading online.
Mhm.
Um, but we'll read the whole Quran through.
Great.
Um, Hold on. Oh, William Brianus. Hold on. I don't want to make it a hardship on you. so I'm open. However, as I finish my evening prayer at 6:30, I can prepare myself by 6:45, 7, and that will afford around 2 hours before I have to start preparing to teach my next class. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna respond. So I'm gonna be with William Briannas today.
Oh, great! He's going to be. You're going to have a separate stream with him, or is he joining us, or what?
Yes, yes, he's going to. I'll do a separate stream with him.
Hmm.
Hold
Any
on.
particular topic?
His secular Quranism.
Oh, right. Okay, that'll be fun.
Yeah. Yes, William Briannas is going. We'll be doing a separate stream with him tonight on secular Quranism. Um, as soon as you get that link, please share it. So
I've done
while
it.
we're okay, please share it with me. And I need to have a little
I
drink
have.
and make a little soda. Have a little coffee. I went out to breakfast this morning.
What did you have?
I had So I'm back to vegetarianism. I eat 2 meals of fruit a day and I eat 1 vegetarian meal a day. So today I had eggs. I had an omelet. I had an omelet today.
Hmm. That sounds rather dull.
Well, that's what I wanted, Claire.
Okay. I had bang bang chicken.
Bang bang chicken from where?
Well, it's this enormous place in London it's called a food hall or a food court. I don't know if you get these places in shopping malls. I mean, it's a very Asian thing to call them food courts, which is basically, all these different stalls selling all different kinds of food that and basically you have just an enormous choice to choose from. And it's this whole building virtually dedicated to it.
Okay. I didn't get the oh, wait. You've tagged me.
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
And they give you enormous amounts of food. I mean, it's sort of just one dish was sort of, well, it's supposedly for one person, but really I think it could have served 4 people, and I've got quite a big appetite anyway. And then um, and then of course you don't want to waste it, and you want to take it back, and you and then they charge you to get to for containers to kind of it's quite a good business model, really.
Mhm. Okay, hold on. Now I just gotta update my website, so just give me 1 second. Um, you know what video of mine I think got the most number of views is my interview with Joshua Shalit.
Oh, very good. How many views did you get?
Like over 100. I know that I've been getting in the 40s views, but you know,
Hmm. Yes, usually it's guest ones that tend to have more people because the guest will have his or her followers who will want to view it.
hmm
Oh, there used to be a way of working out um, who has I mean, which of your videos or which of somebody's videos has the most views, but I can't work out how to do it now on somebody else's channel.
Let's see if my William Brianna stream got it. Hold on, hold on. Let me find it. When did
Oh, popular. So you've got one with 193 viewers, which is more no hide reading, which was 2 weeks ago. But that was a nearly 10-hour one.
hold on, I'm looking for my here. Oh no, that one. Where's the one with William Brianna's? Here it
Mm.
is.
Yeah, so the most viewed one is 193, but then you stream for about 10 hours.
Oh, this one with William Brianna's got 73 views. That's more than usual. I usually only get about 40 or 50 views, so that's another, 23 views.
Hmm. Oh, they're not bad.
Yeah. So he'll be on again tonight.
Good.
Um, oh, let me set a timer because I don't want to be on here talking with you and then not remember.
Oh, did you schedule a time?
Yes, at 7.
Oh, okay.
Will you be awake?
Um, I
That's
should be.
that's midnight your time.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 6:45. I had it, so I won't forget. Let's see, are there any comments under the William Brianna's? Let's see, did I even comment anything intellectual?
And I can't even remember what you were talking about.
Secular Quranism and Noahidism.
Hmm.
Okay, it's not loading the comments. My computer is so slow. Ooh, I was normally would say that I want coffee while we start reading, but my stomach's upset. I think I'm gonna drink lots of soda.
Oh, soda's not going to help it settle your tummy.
Yes, it will.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All the
It's good
fizz
for
will
oh
surely
yeah.
upset it.
No, 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 no. No, when you have a tummy ache, it's good to have soda.
Oh, the 8 comments in the William Brianis video.
What did I say?
They were mostly from Carol,
And what did she
somebody from
say?
Tinkle Tink. Um, right. Before the issue with the colonization of Palestine by European Jews, the Palestinians referred to Jews as their cousins. In fact, I still hear them use that term today. The US having a state theocracy would be in conflict with the US Constitution, and SK would have a different form in the US. Claire's not using Sharia law. Blasphemy doesn't have a clear punishment stated in the Koran that is understandable as a punishment a legal system would enforce. The US having a state theocracy would repeating herself. Okay.
Okay, I have my pen and I'm about to pick up this Quran, which I'm very happy I got this translation because the point of the whole translation is supposed to be that it's simple, clear English and that it's just super clear English. Because when I was reading the Quran before, uh, it was like it was just the way it was written was very different than this, and this is a lot more like international or simple standard English.
Hmm.
The name of it is English translation, clear, pure, easy to read. So that's why I got it. That's its like little slogan. Oh, Claire, can you look up here? They have a website. Hold on. Can you look up L dash FAROUQ Farouk.org?
Um, you have to say that again. L
L
dash.
L dash
Hold
FAROUQ
on. L dash F A R
Farouk.
O. Okay.
Farouk.
Yes. E L.
F
Yes.
EL dash FAROUQ
O U Q.
.org.
Something happening.
The computer's not working.
But yes, it is. It doesn't say much. It just says donate. Just wants you to donate. That there isn't much to do.
Odd.
Help us build a new masjid. Blah blah.
Okay. Never mind. Okay, it opens with verse 3, 2 to 3, where it says, Allah, there is no God but He, the living, the eternal. He sent down to you the book with the truth, confirming that came before it, and He sent down the Torah and the gospel. Okay. So, okay. I'm gonna write I'm gonna write there. Isn't that like standard, like the one that they like to say at the beginning of all the what's the little saying they be never mind, they have the opening here, the little opening.
Al Fatiha. Is it? Is that the one you're
Wait,
talking
hold
about?
on. So let's just say I want to say I'm gonna underline. Okay, book with the truth. Come on, pen. Confirming what came before it, and he sent down the Torah and the gospel. So this is supposed to confirm Torah, and it's supposed to confirm New Testament. Okay, the opening, Al Fatiha. Uh,
Fatiha.
El Fatiha. The name of Allah, gracious, the merciful. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, master of the day of judgment. It is you who we worship, and upon you we call for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those who have blessed, not of those against whom there is anger, nor of those who are misguided. Okay. They seek to oh no, okay. Alif Lam Me. Okay, the next one is the heifer. Alim La Mim. This is the book in which there is no doubt a guide for the righteous, those who believe in the unseen and perform the prayers and give from what we have provided for them, and those who believe in what was revealed to you and in what was revealed before you and are certain of the hereafter. These are upon guidance from the Lord, these are the successful. As for those who disbelieve, it is the same for them, whether you have warned them or have not warned them, they do not believe. Allah has set a seal on their hearts and on their hearing, and over their vision is a veil. They will have a severe torment. So, okay, I'm going to hell. Among the people are those who say, we believe in Allah in the last day, but they are not believers. They seek to deceive Allah and those who believe, but they deceive none for themselves, though they are not aware. In their hearts is sickness, and Allah has increased their sickness. They will have a painful punishment because of their denial. And when it is said to them, do not make trouble on earth, they say, we are only reformers. In fact, they are troublemakers, but they are not aware. And when it is said to them, believe as the people have believed, they say, shall we believe as the fools have believed? In fact, it is they who are the fools, but they do not know. And when you come across those who believe, they say, we believe. But when they are alone with their devils, they say, we are with you. We were only ridiculing. It is Allah who ridicules them and leaves them bewildered in their transgressions. Those are they who have bartered error for guidance, but their trade does not profit them, and they are not guided. Their likeness is that of the person who kindled a fire when it illuminated all around him. Allah took away their light and left them in darkness, unable to see. Deaf, dumb, blind, they will not return, or like a cloud burst from the sky in which is darkness and thunder and lightning. They press their fingers into their ears from the thunderbolt in fear of death, but Allah surrounds the disbelievers. The lightning almost snatches their sight away whenever it illustrates for them. They walk in it, but when it grows dark over them, they stand still. Had Allah willed, He could have taken away their hearing and their sight. Allah is capable of everything. O people, worship your Lord who create you and those before you, and that you may attain piety. He who made the earth a habitat for you and the sky a structure and sends water down from the sky and brings out fruits, thereby sustenance for you. Therefore, do not assign rivals to Allah while you know. Okay, Claire, I'm going to read
Hmm.
this. I'm going to read this fucking book, but this is why I just wanted to use the cliff notes because I didn't want to read. I'm not interested in you're going to get burned in hell if you don't believe in this book and all. I don't, I wasn't really. I don't fucking care, but
Hmm. We just want the
like
rules, yes?
yes, and this is kind of torture, but I'm gonna read it.
Thank you.
And if you are in doubt about what we have revealed to you, our servants, then produce a chapter like these and call your witnesses apart from Allah if you are truthful. But if you do not and you will not, then beware the fire whose fuel is people and stones prepared for the disbelievers. And give good news to those who believe and do righteous deeds, that they will have gardens beneath which rivers flow. Whenever they are provided with fruit therefrom as sustenance, they will say, this is what were provided with before, and they will be given the like of it, and they will have pure spouses therein, and they will abide therein forever. Allah does not shy away from making an example of a gnat or something above it, as those who believe they know that it is the truth from their Lord, nor as for those who disbelieve they say, what did Allah intend for this example? He leads astray many thereby, and he guides many thereby, but he misleads thereby only the evildoers, those who violate Allah's covenant after it confirms and and sever what Allah has commanded to be joined and commit evil on earth. They are the losers. These are the losers. How can you deny Allah when you were dead and He gave you life? Then He will put you to death. He will bring you to life. Then to Him you will be returned. It is He who created for you everything on earth, then turned to the heaven and made them seven heavens, and He is aware of all things. Okay, give me a second. Hold on. Hmm. Okay, Claire, let's talk about something for a second.
Hmm.
Something else. I can't read in as long spurts of this. But anyway, okay. So he created everything. When your Lord said to the angels, I am pleased. placing a successor on earth, they said, will you place in it someone who will cause corruption in it and shed blood while we declare your praises and sanctity to you? He said, I know what you do not know. And he taught Adam the names, all of them. Then he presented them to the angels and said, tell me the names of these if you are sincere. They said, glory be to you. We have no knowledge except what you have taught us. It is you who are the knowledgeable, the wise. Isn't the point of secular Quranism to not bother with this shit?
Well, yes, uh, its methodology is to only identify the commandments of Allah and and make that into legislation. That's the idea. But I haven't done that myself, and I'm saying that any country that wants to adopt it will have to go through this process and say, I have identified these verses and they are the commandments of Allah, and then there would be another process whereby you um, say that I mean, certain verses are just not capable of being turned into legislation. Some of it is just advice. You know, so do you want me to take over?
No, no. It's just I'm gonna have to read this a little bit slower. I'm going to have to take more frequent breaks to talk about something else. But he said, oh, Adam, tell me their names. And when he told them their names, he said, I not I not tell you that I know the secrets of the heavens and the earth, and that I know what you reveal and what you conceal? And we said to the angels, bow down to Adam. They bowed down except for Satan, who refused, was arrogant, and was one of the disbelievers. He said, O Adam, inhabit the garden, you and your spouse, and eat from it freely as you please, but do not approach this tree lest you become wrongdoers. But Satan caused them to slip from it and caused them to depart the state they were in. We said, go down, some of you enemies of one another, and you will have residence on earth and enjoyment for a while. Then Adam received words from his Lord, so he relented towards him. He is in the relenting, the merciful. We said, go down from it, all you, yet whenever guidance comes to you from me, then whoever follows my guidance, they have nothing to fear, nor shall they grieve. Claire, I'm gonna kill you, Claire. But as for those who disbelieve and reject our signs, these are the inmates of the fire wherein you will remain.
Yeah, I mean, these are threats and promises which just don't fall under the ambit of secular Quranism because, you know, as we just said, it's threats and promises of God, and
So
you can't.
why is it so important for me to read this book if most of it is inapplicable to the conversation?
Well, it would give you a feel for it, I guess, and you seem prepared to do it, and I thought it would be a useful exercise. I mean, I can take over if you want. I mean, I
No, well, then Adam received words from the Lord, so he relented towards him. He is the relenting, the merciful. Oh no, you'll remain in the fire for whatever. O children of Israel, remember my blessing which I bestowed upon you, and fulfilling your pledge to me, and I will fulfill my pledge to you, and fear me. And I believe in what I revealed, confirming what is with you, and do not be the first to deny it, and do not exchange my revelations for a small price, and be conscious of me, and do not mix truth with falsehood, and do not conceal the truth while you know, and attend to your prayers and practice regular charity, and kneel with those who kneel. Do not command people to virtuous conduct, and forget yourself, even though you read the scripture. Do you not understand? And seek help through patience and prayer, but it is difficult to accept for the devout, those who know that they will meet their Lord, and that to him they will return.
well, that's fair enough, isn't it?
Well, this is like,
Okay, there's not
it's
much to it. I mean,
it's science fiction, and that, whatever, you're gonna go back to the Godhead or whatever.
actually, what you just read about God telling Satan to bow before man, this came up in a discussion with Palu. Did you ever talk to Palu?
I've talked to Palu, but it also came up in a discussion with Mujid,
Right.
Mujahid.
Yes, this is a conversation on G Block that I was having with Palu, and Christians in that stream found it very difficult um, to understand that even if angels are supposedly divine, they are below us in status because of the verse you just read, which is that uh, the angels were told to bow before Adam. And Satan said, "No, why should I? Adam's stupid. I refuse." And the um, Islamic narrative is that angels are automatons. They have no free will. So whatever God tells them to do, they'll just do it. I mean, and they don't, they'll just do it. Well, we have to struggle with ourselves because we're supposed to know the difference between right and wrong, and we have the evil inclination.
And seek help through patience and prayer, but it is difficult except for the devout. Those who know that they will meet their Lord and what to him they will return. O children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you, and I that favored you over all nations, and beware of the day when no soul will avail another in the least, nor will any intercession be accepted on its behalf, nor will any ransom be taken from it, nor will they be held. Claire, this book is not helping your cause. And recall that we deliver you from the people of Pharaoh. They inflicted on your tribe persecution, killing your sons and sparing your women. Therein was a tremendous trial from your Lord. And, it's harder to read than the Torah because the Torah is a story, right? This is like,
Yes, yes, I know it's harder to read. The stories are better in the Torah. I completely agree.
okay. And we recall that we gave Moses the scripture. Where did I stop?
But he's setting the scene is being set about who's who and what's what, and you know what the Jews are supposed to do and they didn't do it, and Israel and stuff.
And seek help through patience. I might have already read this. And seek help through patience and prayer, but it is difficult to accept for the devout. Those who know that they will meet their Lord and that to him they will return. O children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you, and I that favored you all nations. And beware of a day when no soul will avail another in the least, nor will any intercession be accepted on its behalf, nor will any ransom be taken from it, nor will they be held. And recall that we deliver you from the people of Pharaoh. They inflicted on you terrible persecutions, killing your sons and sparing your women. Therein was a tremendous trial from your Lord. And recall that we parted the sea for you, so we saved you, and we drowned the people of Pharaoh as you looked on. And recall that we appointed for Moses 40 nights. Then you took to worshiping the calf after him, and you turned wicked. Then we pardoned you after that, so that you might be grateful, and recall that we gave Moses the scripture and criterion so that you can be guided. And recall that Moses said to his people, "Oh, my people who have done wrong to yourselves by worshiping the calf, so repent to your maker and kill your egos. That would be better for you with your maker." So he turned to you in repentance. He is the acceptance of repentance and merciful. And recall that you said, "O Moses, we will not believe in you unless we see Allah plainly." There, and the thunderbolt struck you as you looked. When we revived you after your death, so that you may be appreciative, and we added you with clouds and we sent down to you manna and quails. Eat of the good things we have provided for you. They did not wrong us but they used to wrong their own souls. And recall what we said, enter this town and eat plentiful from it, whatever you wish, but enter the gate humbly and say, pardon me, will forgive your sins and give increase to the virtuous. But the wrongdoers among them substituted words other than those given to them. So we sent down on the wrongdoer a plague from heaven because of their wicked behavior.
Vincent, may I suggest something? Can you read it in a more dramatic tone? Can you read it as if you were God talking? Because, you know, you kind of need to get into the spirit of things in order to, well, make it
No,
more fun.
Claire, I'm not joining your cult. I'm not I'm not taking on I'm not warping my personality to fit into, you know, I,
Do you
I'm
want me
not
to take over so I can read it in a kind of godlike tone? So
if you
it's more
want to.
entertaining at least because you're just I don't know, you're just intoning it in a rather soulless way, and people switch off because it's sort of the da 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 da.
Well, this is how the Quran is made, though. It's not like, when you're reading a book that's kind of like not like a bunch of like bump this that. It's just like a bunch of like verses that might not all 100%. It's not like a linear story where I'm reading and it's just, yeah, it is like da 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 da. This that. Then it goes this
Okay,
that.
well, can we try a different way? Because I might fall asleep, and then you'll be all offended that you did all this for nothing. So, where are you up to now?
I'm at 260.
260. All right. So I'll continue, but I will be using a different book. Okay.
Hmm.
I'll be using the Penguin N.J. Darwood translation. So I will read um, 261.
No, 260.
Okay. When Moses requested water for his people, we said to him, Strike, strike the rock with your staff. Thereupon 12 springs gushed from the rock, and each tribe knew their drinking place. We said, Eat and drink of what which God has provided, and do not foul the land with evil. Moses, you said, we will no longer put up with this monotonous diet. Call on your Lord to give us some of the varied produce of the earth, green herbs and cucumbers, corns and lentils and onions. What? He answered, would you exchange that which is good for what is worse? Go back to some city. There you will find all you have asked for. I think that was when they were complaining about the food. They didn't like the manna from heaven and they wanted something else. Cucumbers, herbs, and corn, lentils, and onions. Anyway, shame and misery were stamped upon them, and they incurred the wrath of God because they disbelieved God's signs and slew the prophets unjustly because they were rebels and transgressors. Believers, Jews, Christians, and Sabaeans, whoever believes in God in the last day and does what is right shall be rewarded by their Lord. They have nothing to fear or to regret. We made a covenant with you and raised the mount above you, saying, Grasp fervently what we have given you and bear in mind its precepts, that you may guard yourselves against evil. Yet after that you turned away, and but for God's grace and mercy you would have surely been among the lost. You have heard of those of you that broke the Sabbath. We said to them, You shall be changed into detested apes. We made their fate an example to their own generation and to those who followed them, and a lesson to the righteous. When Moses said to his people, God commands us to sacrifice a cow, they replied, Are you trifling with us? God forbid that I should be so foolish, he rejoined. Call on your Lord, they said, to make known to us what kind of cow she shall be. He replied, Your Lord says, Let her be neither an old cow nor a young heifer, but in between. Do, therefore, as you are bidden. Call on your Lord, they said, to make known to us what her colour shall be. He replied, Your Lord says, Let the cow be yellow, a rich yellow, pleasing to those that see it. Call on your Lord, they said, to make known to us the exact type of cow she shall be. For us, for to us cows look all alike. If God wills, we shall be rightly guided. Moses replied, Your Lord says, Let her be a healthy cow, not worn out with ploughing the earth or watering the field, a cow free from any blemish. Now you have told us all, they answered, and they slaughtered a cow after they had nearly declined to do so. And when you slew a man and then fell out with one another concerning him, God made known what you concealed. We said, Strike him with a part of it. Thus God restores the dead to life and shows you his signs, that you may grow in understanding. Yet after that your hearts became as hard as rock, or even harder, or from some rocks rivers take their course, some break asunder and water gushes from them, and others tumble down through fear of God. God is not unaware of what you do. Do you then hope that they will believe in you when some of them have already heard the word of God and knowingly perverted it, although they understood its meaning? When they meet the faithful, they declare, We too are believers, but when alone they say to each other, Must you declare to them what God has revealed to you? They will only dispute with you about it in your Lord's presence. Have you no sense? Do they not know that God has knowledge of all that they conceal and all that they reveal? There are illiterate men among them who, ignorant of the Scriptures, know of nothing but wishful fancies and vague conjecture. Woe betide those that write the Scriptures with their own hands and then declare, This is from God, in order to gain some paltry end. Woeful shall be their fate because of what their hands have written, because of what they did. They declare, The fire will never touch us except for a few days. Say, did God make you such a promise? God will not break his promise. Or do you assert of God what you know not? Truly, those that commit evil and become engrossed in sin shall be the inmates of the fire. There they shall abide forever. But those that have faith and do good works are the heirs of paradise. There they shall abide forever. When we made a covenant with the Israelites, we said, Serve none but God. Show kindness to your parents, to your kinsfolk, to orphans, and to the destitute. Exhort men to righteousness. Attend to your prayers and render the alms levy. But you all broke your covenant except a few and paid no heed. And when we made a covenant with you, we said, You shall not shed your kinsmen's blood or turn them out of their dwellings. To this you consented and bore witness, yet there you were, slaying your own kinsfolk, and turning a number of them out of their dwellings, and helping each other against them with sin and aggression, though they had come to you as captives. Though had they come to you as captives, you would have ransomed them. Surely their expulsion was unlawful. Can you believe in one part of the Scriptures and deny another? Those of you that act thus shall be rewarded with disgrace in this world and with grievous punishment on the day of resurrection. God is never heedless of what you do. Such are they who buy the life of this world at the price of the life to come. Their punishment shall not be mitigated, nor shall they be helped. To Moses we gave the Scriptures, and after him we sent other apostles. We gave Jesus, son of Mary, veritable signs and strengthened him with the Holy Spirit. Would you then scorn each apostle whose message does not suit your fancies, charging some with imposture and slaying others? They say, Our hearts are sealed, but God has cursed them for their unbelief. They have but little faith. And now that a book confirming their own has come to them from God, they deny it, although they know it to be the truth and have long prayed for help against the unbelievers. God's curse be upon the infidels. Evil is that for which they have bartered away their souls, to deny God's own to deny God's own revelation, grudging that he should reveal his bounty to whom he chooses from among his servants. They have incurred God's most inexorable wrath. Ignominious punishment awaits the unbelievers. When they are told, believe in what God has revealed, they reply, we believe in what God has revealed to us. But they deny what has since been revealed, although it is the truth, corroborating their own scriptures. Say, why did you kill the prophets of God if you are true believers? Moses came to you with veritable signs, but in his absence you worshipped the calf and committed evil. When we made a covenant with you and raised the mount above you, saying, grasp fervently what we have given you, and hear our commandments, you replied, we hear, but disobey. For their unbelief they were made to drink down the calf into their hearts. Say, evil is that to which your faith prompts you if you are indeed believers. Say, if God's abode of the hereafter is for yourselves alone to the exclusion of all others, then wish for death, if your claim is true. But they will never wish for death because of what they did, for God knows the evildoers. Indeed, you will find they love this life more than other men, more than the pagans do. Each one of them would love to live 1,000 years. But even if their lives were indeed prolonged, that will surely not save them from our scourge. God is watching all their actions. Say, whoever is an enemy of Gabriel, who has by God's grace revealed to you the Koran as a guide and joyful tidings for the faithful, confirming previous scriptures, whoever is an enemy of God, his angels or his apostles, or of Gabriel or Michael, will surely find that God is the enemy of the unbelievers. We have sent down to you clear revelations. None will deny them except the evildoers. What? Whenever they make a covenant, must some of them cast it aside? Most of them are unbelievers. And now that an apostle has come to them from God confirming their own scriptures, some of those to whom the scriptures were given cast off the book of God over their backs, as though they know nothing and accept what the devils tell of Solomon's kingdom. Not that Solomon was an unbeliever, it is the devils who are unbelievers. They teach men witchcraft and that which was revealed to the angels Harut and Marut in Babylon. Yet they never instruct any man without saying to him beforehand, we have been sent to tempt you, do not renounce your faith. For these two, they learn a charm by which they can create discord between husband and wife, although they can harm none with what they can learn except by God's leave. They learn indeed what harms them and does not profit them, yet they know full well that anyone who engaged in that traffic would have no share in the life to come. Vile is that for which they have sold their souls, if they but knew it. Had they embraced the faith and kept from evil, far better for them would God's reward have been if they but knew it. Believers, do not say Ra'ina, but say Unzulna. Take heed, woeful punishment awaits the unbelievers. The unbelievers among the people of the book and the pagans resent that any blessings should have been sent down to you from your Lord. But God chooses whom he will for his mercy. God's grace is infinite. If we abrogate a verse or cause it to be forgotten, we will replace it by a better one or one similar. Did you not know that God has power over all things? Did you not know that it is God who has sovereignty over the heavens and the earth, and that there is none besides God to protect or help you? Would you rather demand for your apostle that which was once demanded of Moses? He that barters faith for unbelief has surely strayed from the right path. Many among the people of the book wish through envy to lead you back to unbelief. Now that you have embraced the faith and the truth has been made plain to them. Forgive them and bear with them until God makes known his will. God has power over all things. Attend to your prayers and render the alms levy. Whatever good you do shall be recompensed by God. God, God is watching all your actions. They declare, none shall enter paradise but Jews and Christians. Such are their wishful fancies. Say, let us have your proof if what you say be true. Indeed, those that submit to God and do good works shall be recompensed by their Lord. They shall have nothing to fear or to regret. The Jews say the Christians are misguided, and the Christians say it is the Jews who are misguided. Yet they both read the scriptures, and the ignorant say the same of both. God will on the day of resurrection judge their disputes. Who is more wicked than the men who seek to destroy the mosques of God and forbid his name to be mentioned in them, when it behoves those men to enter them with fear in their hearts? They shall be held up to shame in this world, and in the world to come grievous punishment awaits them. To God belongs the east and the west. Whichever way you turn, there is the face of God. He is omnipresent and all-knowing. They say, God has begotten a son. Glory be to him. His is what the heavens and the earth contain. All is obedient to him, creator of the heavens and the earth. When he decrees a thing, he need only say be, and it is. The ignorant ask, why does God not speak to us or give us a sign? The same demand was made by those before them. Their hearts are all alike, but to those whose faith is firm, we have already revealed our signs. We have sent you forth to proclaim the truth and to give warning. You shall not be questioned about the heirs of hell. You will please neither the Jews nor the Christians unless you follow their faith. Say, God's guidance is the only guidance, and if after all the knowledge you have been given you yield to their and if after all the knowledge you have been given you yield to their desires, there shall be none to help or protect you from the wrath of God. Those to whom we have given the book and who read it as it ought to be read truly believe in it, and those that deny will surely be the losers. Children of Israel, remember the favor I have bestowed upon you, and that I exalted you above the nations. Guard yourself against a day on which no soul shall stand for another, when no ransom shall be accepted from it, no intercession avail it, no help be given it. When his Lord put Abraham to the proof by enjoining on him certain commandments, and Abraham fulfilled them, he said, I have appointed you a leader of mankind. And what of my descendants? Asked Abraham. My covenant, said he, does not apply to the evildoers. We made the house a resort and a sanctuary for mankind, saying, make the place where Abraham stood a house of worship. We enjoined Abraham and Ishmael to cleanse a house for those who walk around it, who meditate in it, and who kneel and prostrate themselves. Lord, said Abraham, make this a secure land, and bestow plenty upon its people, those of them that believe in God in the last day. As for those that do not, he answered, I shall let them live a while, and then drag them to the scourge of the fire, an evil fate. Abraham and Ishmael built the house and dedicated it, saying, accept this from us, Lord. You are the one that hears all and knows all. Lord, make us submissive to you. Make of our descendants a community that will submit to you. Teach us our rites of worship, and turn to us with mercy. You are the forgiving one, the merciful. Lord, send forth to them an apostle of their own, who shall declare to them your revelations, and shall instruct them in the book and in wisdom, and shall purify them of sin. You are the mighty, the wise one. Who but a foolish man would renounce the faith of Abraham? We chose him in this world, and the world to come he shall abide among the righteous. When his Lord said to him, "Submit," he answered, "I have submitted to the Lord of the universe." Abraham enjoined the faith on his children, and so did Jacob, saying, "My children, God has chosen for you the true faith. Do not depart this life except in full submission." Were you present when death came to Jacob? He said to his children, What will you worship when I am gone?" They replied, "We will worship your God and the God of your forefathers, Abraham and Ishmael and Isaac, the one God. To him we will submit." That community has passed away. Theirs is what they did, and yours what you have done. You shall not be questioned about their actions. They say, "Accept the Jewish or the Christian faith, and you shall be rightly guided." Say, "By no means. We believe in the faith of Abraham, the upright one. He was no idolater." Say, "We believe in God and that which has been revealed to us in what was revealed to Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, and the tribes, to Moses and Jesus, and to other prophets by their Lord. We make no distinction among any of them, and to him we submit." If they accept your faith, they shall be rightly guided. If they reject it, they shall be surely in schism. Against them God is your all-sufficient defender. He hears all and knows all. We take on God's own die, and who has a better die than God's? Him will we worship. Say, "Would you dispute with us about God, who is our Lord and your Lord? We shall both be judged by our works. To him alone we are devoted." Do you claim that Abraham, Ishmael, Isaac, Jacob, and the tribes were all Jews or Christians? Say, who knows better, you or God? Who is more wicked than the man who hides a testimony he has received from God? God is never heedless of what you do. That community has passed away. Theirs is what they did, and yours what you have done. You shall not be questioned about their actions. The foolish will ask, what has made them turn away from their Qibla? Okay, so the Qibla is a kind of Mecca compass. Do you know what it is, Vincent? Hello?
Wait, a what? Say it again.
Qibla.
A what?
Qiblah.
No, what is that?
I don't think most people see it, but if you go to hotels in the Far East, where maybe Muslims might stay at, there is this Qibla, which basically tells them which direction to face when they decide to pray in their room.
Okay,
So it's
Claire.
like a compass.
I think what I'm gonna have to do is I think I'm gonna have to have the computer not. I'm gonna find a really nice reading of the Quran on LibriVox so that we can just listen to it rather than me reading it because I can't read that for very long. That's very difficult for me to read. And I'm sure you don't want to read the entire Quran. So we're gonna have to play it like from LibriVox or something like that.
Okay. I haven't heard this thing that you're talking about. Libra box.
LibriVox. It's on archive.org or whatever it is.
Oh, right. And
LibriVox.
okay. Yeah, there might be quite a few readings already. Yeah.
No, the Quran must be up on LibriVox.
Hmm. Okay. So what should we do now?
Well, um, I also think that we're gonna have to do spurts of other things. I think what we might want to do is where did you end?
Okay. On the Qibla, it's 2142.
21. We're in book
Sorry,
2.
sorry, sorry. Sorry, 2142. Oh, silly me. 2142.
2142.
Chapter 2, verse 142. That was where we left off.
Okay. All right. I also think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to do some other reading in between. I think, yeah, I think we're gonna have to do some other reading in between because people are not gonna want to watch like 2 or 3 weeks of listening to that might not be good for my stream to just stream the Quran,
Well,
you know.
we'd stop. I thought the whole idea was we'd read it and then we'd come across a verse and says, oh, this is what it says about the Jews, or whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
I
okay.
mean,
I mean,
if there was an interesting verse, we just stop and discuss it. I thought
okay,
that was how you were going to play it.
okay. Well, what we can do is we can listen to it and then I will let you can play it from your computer so that you can pause it when there's something you want to talk about and we can do it that way.
Okay.
Because
There will be a copyright right strike, will it? Will there?
no, get the LibriVox version, which is a free version.
Okay. Can you find one for me?
Yeah, I will send it to you.
Okay. Okay. We've got 5 people
Um,
watching.
yes. So you stopped at 142.
Yeah, 2 142. Yes.
Well, I guess you can keep going if you would like to.
All right. I'm just going to check the how many pages. Okay, the cow is one of the longer verses. It goes all the way to 286. Maybe you'd like to
Well,
take over. Maybe you'd like to take over or not.
okay. Hey Siri, turn on the shelf. Hey Siri, turn on the dresser. The ignorant among the people will say, what has turned them away from the direction of prayer they once followed? Say, to Allah belong the east and the west. He guides whom he wills through a straight path. Thus we make you a moderate community, that you may be witness to humanity, and that the messenger may be witness to you. We only establish the direction of prayer which you once followed. The west may distinguish those who follow the messenger from those who return on their heels. It is indeed difficult, except for those whom Allah has guided, but Allah would never let your faith go to waste. Allah is kind towards the people, merciful. We have seen your face turned towards the heavens, so we will turn you towards direction that will satisfy you. So turn your face towards the sacred mosque, and wherever you may be, turn your face towards it. Those who were given the book Allah, that is the truth from the Lord, and Allah is not unaware of what they do. Even if you were to bring to those who were given the book of every proof, they would not follow your direction, nor are you to follow their direction, nor do they follow the direction of one another. And if you were to follow their direction after the knowledge that has come to you, you would be in that case one of the wrongdoers. Hmm. Those to whom we have given the book recognize it as they recognize their own children, but some of them conceal the truth while they know. Wait,
I
I'm
don't like the translation. I prefer mine. I mean, do you see a different or not?
yeah, I do see a difference between well, yours sounds a little bit more like a narrative, a little bit more like a narrative than mine does.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm getting, yeah, I mean, this is what the majority of the stuff is.
Well, yeah. I mean, the quality of the translation is important. Um,
No, but even with your, I mean, even with it's the content I'm talking about that I'm having the most problem with. It's the content. It's the
Yeah, I mean,
content.
this is just setting the scene anyway. I mean, there are no rules so far. It's just sort of saying, just giving people a bit of a history lesson, you know, talking about
Mhm.
the Jews and prophets and, you know,
Right. Right.
I mean, it's basically talking to the Muslims like, look, no, Muslims don't become Jews and don't be Christians. You're going to be cursed because you have no excuse now to become Jews or Christians because you've been given the book, and it would be stupid of you to go back to all that rubbish. That's kind of the gist of it, that I can get it. You know, and so the Qibla is saying, this is how you're to pray. You have to face Mecca. This is the way to pray now. Although the other two previous versions of monotheism have a slightly different idea.
I can't believe any Muslim would be excited for me to read this. What kind of commentary they look. I mean, this is just it, this is nothing it's just it's Abrahamic garbage, you know what I mean?
They
It's
don't
by
read it like that. I don't think. They probably just sort of intone the words in Arabic and have no idea what it means. I mean, I've spoken to a few of them, and they actually don't even read it in their own language, and they think they're so clever for being able to intone the words in Arabic, but they don't know what it means because they don't speak Arabic. You know, so I don't think they read it in this way at all. So that's why they don't know anything. They don't understand it because they never read it. They never grasped it in their own language. And I think if there were any Muslims, they'd be interested. I mean, I wonder if there's any kind of dramatic recording. I mean, I know that there's been a Bible recording, and there was this guy with this really dramatic, godlike voice, and it's kind of, well, quite good. And there's and I know that there's an English actor, David Suchet, um, who who actually played Manuel in 40 Towers. I don't know if you've ever watched it, have you?
I've watched Faulty Towers, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, he read. I mean, he has read the Bible, and it's quite good. I thought his reading of it. But I suppose yeah. If you can get a reading, done properly with all the dramatic, intonation, then it'll be more fun than you know just reading the words. And then being able to stop. I mean, I'm just thinking in terms of content. You know, I think eventually when the Muslims are aware of it, they'll come and listen.
Okay, so we're not going to do this way because this is too much torment for me. We're going to listen to it, and
Okay, can you find one now? Is it hard to do, or not particularly?
no, no, but I can't. I have to set up my other computer to stream it because I can't stream it right now. I have to download Windows to my other computer, and I can't do it right now. But
Okay, okay.
but this is I don't know. I mean, I think it'll turn people. I don't know. I think it'll turn people off all this. You're going to go to hell if you don't believe in this book, and I don't know. I
Um,
don't.
okay, we don't know. I mean, it's not really a particularly good sample. The five in there. The hardcore. Um, but they're here, which is, I guess, something.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, if you don't believe in God, why are you kind of, they all say that it's not okay. Maybe Judaism doesn't say it that in that way, but the fire and brimstone Christian preachers are kind of saying only Christians get to heaven, and if you don't believe Jesus is God, then you're not Christian. So you know, I mean, of course, they'd have to be exclusivist about it. I mean, there'll always be conditions about who gets to heaven. They can't say, oh, everybody's going to get in. I mean, because that would be silly. It's like, yeah, you can come, but only if you're good, and you're good if you do X, Y, and Z.
Hold on, I'm looking up the Quran. This is hold on.
Oh, Stephen wants to come and read. Cool.
Oh,
Are you okay
fine.
about him?
Send him the link. Hold on.
Right. Just posted it to him on Telegram. And I'm going to make myself a cup of tea.
Okay, make yourself a cup of tea. I'm just trying to get the Quran. Okay, let's look. The Holy Quran. We have, let's say, how long is this Quran? This is 56 hours. No, we're not reading that. Hold on. 80, 140, 155, 170, 190, 210. Oh my, no. Well, this would take us forever. Claire, this is gonna take up days and days of my stream. I'm not doing this. I'm not clogging my stream with this shit for days. When she comes back, I'm telling her I'm not doing this. Purpose. Well, that's superfluous crap. You could tell us. like pigs. Chama, are you hungry? No, you just ate that not that long ago. Oh, oh, I'm still on my show. I don't know where Claire went. So you're not hungry. I don't know if I'm hungry. No, I won't. I have fruit to eat, but no, I'm not hungry. Mm, I go, yeah, we have to go again. Like 4:20. It's time for 4:20. Yeah, look, it's 16:09. Time for 4:20. How about this? No more. I won't ask. I won't ask. No, now. No, now. Nope. Okay. Sorry, I was just discussing what I was gonna eat. I forgot I was even on stream for a second. And oh, Stephen J. James is here, thank God. Hello?
Hey, what's up, Vincent?
Okay, I'm breaking my fucking promise to Claire because this I'm not clogging my stream for weeks with the Quran because this is garbage reading. I got, no, okay, all I care about are the laws, but all this other shit is just, it's like Abrahamic history plus
Yeah.
advice plus law, I'm
I
not
don't
going
think
to.
Claire's even read it. I actually don't believe she's read the whole thing, so whatever she says.
I'm not reading that on my
I think she's
stream.
flicked through it. Well, I was willing to read a little. I did Google it, and it said you can read it in about 6 hours.
Yeah, 6 hours.
Something like that, yes.
Okay, well then maybe I can do the stream.
What can you
I
do
mean,
in
you
six
probably did
hours?
read the
We
Quran,
can
that's what it says.
we can do the Quran in 6 hours. If we can do the Quran in 6 hours, then I'll do it with you on Monday, Claire.
What the whole of it? We do it in 6 hours? It must be.
So it says on Quora, Quora.com, where people ask questions of people. Somebody says you can read the Quran in 6 hours. Uh, Depending on how fast you read, maybe if you struggle with some of it, it might take you a bit longer.
Right. Yes, I
That's what
mean,
somebody
it
said.
would take longer because, it's not just reading it. We would be stopping to discuss bits of it. I
Well,
imagine that
sure.
would be pointless.
Hold on, let me see
I
if
mean,
I
I'm
can
not
find.
trying to encourage you to read it. I'm not trying to encourage you to read it, Vincent. If you don't want to read it, I wouldn't either.
Hold on, wait.
Where did you
I'm
get up to?
Vincent's reading is kind of very hard to listen to. I mean, I don't know if anybody listens to it, or absorbs it.
Where did you get up to?
To 142.
No, I kept reading. So we're on. Oh yeah, we're on 146. Oh wait, okay. Wait, they have the penguin version. Hold on. In Oh no, that's
Those we
not the.
have given the scripture recognize this prophet as they recognize their own children. Yet a group of them hides the truth knowingly. This is the truth from your Lord. So do not ever be one of those who doubt. Is that where you're at?
Yeah, that sounds
Uh
familiar.
Wait, hold on. I to those those to whom we have given the book recognize it as they yeah, their own children, but some of them conceal the truth while while they know. Yeah, that's where we are right now. But yeah, you want to continue reading this?
I can read a little if you want me to. That's
Sure,
what I came for.
go
In your
ahead.
best dramatic voice.
Okay, 2:147. This is the truth from your Lord. So do not ever be one of those who doubt. Everyone turns to their own direction of prayer. So compete with one another in doing good. Wherever you are, Allah will bring you all together for judgment. Surely Allah is most capable of everything. Wherever you are, O Prophet, turn your face towards the sacred mosque. This is certainly the truth from your Lord, and Allah is never unaware of what you all do. Wherever you are, O Prophet, turn your face towards the sacred mosque, and wherever you believers are, face towards it, so that people will have no argument against you except the wrongdoers amongst them. Do not fear them, fear me, so that I may continue to perfect my favour upon you, and so you may be rightly guided. Since we have sent you a messenger from among yourselves, reciting to you our revelations, purifying you, teaching you the book and wisdom, and teaching you what you never knew. Remember me, I will remember you, and thank me and never be ungrateful. O believers, seek comfort in patience and prayer. Allah is truly with those who are patient. Never say that those martyred in the cause of Allah are dead. In fact, they are alive, but you do not perceive it. We will certainly test you with a touch of fear and famine and loss of property, life and crops. Give good news to those who patiently endure, who, when faced with a disaster, say, surely to Allah we belong to Him, and we will all return. They are the ones who receive Allah's blessings and mercy. It is they who are rightly guided. Indeed, the hills of Safa and Marwa are among the symbols of Allah. So, whoever performs the pilgrimage or minor pilgrimage, let them walk between the two hills. And whoever does good willingly, Allah truly appreciative, all-knowing. Those who hide the clear proofs and guidance that we have revealed after we made it clear for humanity in the book will be condemned by Allah and all those who condemn. As for those who repent, mend their ways, and let the truth be known, they are the ones to whom I will turn in forgiveness, for I am the acceptor of repentance, most merciful. Surely those who disbelieve and die as disbelievers are condemned by Allah, the angels, and all of humanity. They will be in hell forever. Their punishment will not be lightened, nor will they be delayed from it. Your God is the only one God. There is no God worthy of worship except Him, the most compassionate, most merciful. Indeed, in the creation of heavens and the earth, the alternation of the day and the night, the ships that sail the sea for the benefit of humanity, the rain sent down by Allah from the skies, reviving the earth after its death, the scattering of all kinds of creatures throughout, the shifting of the winds and the clouds drifting between the heavens and the earth. In all of this are surely signs for people of understanding. How am I doing?
Very good, very good. It's so much
Yeah.
better than Vincent's monotone. And I just wanted to say this thing about hell before I forget. So earlier that there was some reference to people who say, "Oh, don't worry about it. If we go to hell, it'll just be for a few days." And God was saying, "No, it won't just be for a few days. It'll be forever."
Oh, God. Should I
Claire,
do a bit more?
okay, no wait, Claire.
Okay.
If we read this whole Quran, or even if I play it voiced, well, okay.
Do your God voice. Come on, Vincent.
No, I
I'm sure
can't do
you.
the God voice, but
Okay, God voice.
Claire, I think I'm gonna break my promise to you. I don't think I can fucking read this book.
Because you can't do your gay God voice.
No,
Can't you just try before you completely give up? Can't you get into the spirit of the thing and do a God voice?
No, I can't do a God voice. I'm just reading it like I would read any other book. It's
It's
not my.
terrible. It's boring.
Well, yeah, this book
Do
is
a
boring.
God voice.
Stephen,
As an
Stephen, what
as an
verse did you end
idolater.
at? What did you
So
end at?
next would be 165. My recommendation would be, Vincent, as an idolater, you should imagine that you are God. Okay, so this is the method acting for you. Imagine that you are God, become the idolater, and you are dishing this out onto the people below you. Think of the dumb masses below you and put yourself in the place of God preaching to the crowd.
Scolding them, pointing his
The,
finger at them.
165 is the verse next.
well, don't wait. No, don't read it right now. The only. Okay, wait. Hold on. Oh my God, Claire. Now I have to add up. Okay, it's on LibriVox, but it's in different. I have to go. Okay, let's see how long this would take. Can you hear me right now?
Yes, can we hear your God voice, please?
No, I'm not doing that, Claire. Okay, so it's 1 minute plus 40 minutes. Oh, I have to go through and plus 57 minutes.
We should invite various people to read it and do their God voice. I think that would be fun.
I'm winning.
And then maybe we can, give a few prizes to people who are best at doing the God voice. And I think that would help because, obviously to read it properly, you would have to understand the meaning and, do the God voice and with the proper intonation and all that. I think the
If
story.
Carol was listening, she'll have been ecstatic a few moments ago, won't she?
It's a shame if she could. Yeah, it'd be fun to listen to her doing her God voice.
Okay, I'm nowhere near done with this, but I'm only at 529 right now. So that's 60 minutes, 120 minutes, 180 minutes, what, 420 minutes. Then this is way more than 6 hours. This is way more than 6 hours of reading because I'm nowhere
It
near
probably
finished.
reads it very slow, though, doesn't it?
No, this is hours and hours and hours and hours beyond 6.
Why don't you play a little? Let's hear the voice of it.
No, I'm not going to play a 15-hour Quran's
No, just
Yeah,
like,
we just want to hear how it sounds.
yeah, see who's reading it.
Oh my God. Oh, this is horrible.
I can't hear it. I can barely hear it.
It's horrible.
This sounds like a woman's voice.
It is.
No, they didn't get a woman to read it, did they?
And she
How
has an
horrific.
accent. She's horrible at reading.
Is it a human or a computer?
It's a human. She's Russian or something.
It's like, can we choose a more inappropriate voice to read the Quran? A Russian woman in a Russian accent?
Well, now I'm looking for. Hold on.
Okay, why don't we have an Aussie accent or maybe a Cockney if they're going to be like that?
Claire, I really don't think that this reading the whole Quran is going to go over because if it took that woman.
It's just because you won't get into the spirit of things and give us
Oh
your
no, but
God
how am I supposed
voice.
to get into the spirit? I'm not doing a God voice. I shouldn't have to do a God voice to even understand what the fuck. I understand what they're talking about, but it's all this. this is all superfluous nonsense, Claire.
We still want to hear your God voice, Vincent. I mean,
I don't
are we
have a
producing
God voice.
content for the entertainment and education of the masses, or what?
I don't have a God voice, Claire, but we're not doing this. This is horrible. I got the laws. uh, William Briannis can, once he lists them all, can send me all the laws, but I am not reading this book.
I bet there are people who want to do it. I bet there are people who want to read because it's fun.
This is not a fun book to read.
Well, it's not been too bad. I mean, it's been telling off the Jews. They've been ticking off the Jews. I'm sure the anti-Semites would just love to read it in their God voice.
I was giving a fairly good stab at it, wasn't I?
Yeah, I
Yes.
know, but okay, yes, you were, but I'm not reading. I'm not gonna like read. I'm not gonna take up days of my YouTube
No, don't blame
streams.
me at all, Vincent. I wouldn't do it. In fact, I've denied Claire's request. She's asked me to do this in the past, I think, haven't you, Claire?
Did
And I
I?
said no. I think so. I think
No, no. I
seem
mean,
to
the
recall
only
doing it.
the only time you read the Quran was trying to find the commandments of God, and yeah, that was book two. Yes, yes, this chapter, in fact.
Look, Claire, just do it. Uh, get the cliff notes like Hasidic University does. With ready the like with the Noahide laws
Yeah, you
does.
did. You found me this document, right?
Yeah, I
That
did, and
that
I
wasn't
sent it
much
to you.
fun. That wasn't much fun, was it?
I know, but it's just this is
We
horrible,
want to
Claire.
hear your God voice, Vincent. Come on.
N-
You're just chickening out because you don't want to do your God
Hey Siri,
voice.
turn on the fan.
Can we hear your God voice?
No, I don't have a God voice. I'm not. I haven't put on a God voice for anything else, and I shouldn't. If I need to go into theatrics, ready to make it interesting, that I'm not really
Yes.
interested. No, I'm not getting into theatrics
Why
to
not?
because it's not interesting, and I don't want to have to just like make a silly, funny voice for it to be worth listening to. It's not worth listening to at all.
I bet there will
Claire,
be people offering to come on your stream to read it in their God voice. I think it would be. I think it would prove quite popular.
Claire, I think you're crazy, and
I think you're chicken.
no, this is hold on.
I mean, this is just great for theatrics because actually the Old Testament is a sort of, written in third person, and the Quran is written in the what's called the vocative. God actually addressing the reader directly. So,
How about this? How about this? I've asked ChatGPT to summarize Book 2 of the Quran,
oh, brilliant!
and it says Book 2 of the Quran, known as Surah al-Baqarah, is the longest chapter of the Quran and covers a wide range of topics. It begins with an introduction to the concept of faith and belief in one God, followed by guidance on moral behavior, charity, and social justice. The chapter also includes a detailed account of the creation of Adam and Eve, the fall of humanity, and the story of various prophets, including Moses and Abraham. It emphasizes the importance of obedience to God and warns against the dangers of arrogance and disobedience. Book 2 also contains numerous laws and regulations governing various aspects of daily life, including marriage, divorce, inheritance, and business transactions. It emphasizes the importance of justice and fairness in all dealings and encourages believers to be mindful of their obligations to God and to their fellow human beings. Overall, Book 2 of the Quran provides a comprehensive guide to living a righteous and ethical life in accordance with the teachings of Islam. It emphasizes the importance of faith, morality, and social justice and provides practical guidance on how to live a fulfilling life in accordance with God's commands.
Oh, very good. Thanks, Stephen. But I don't think that's enough, is it? We still need to hear Vincent's God voice. I wanted to find this app that read out the Bible that I had on my old phone. Had this actor, and he was so good at reading it. And then, I don't even know the name of the app anymore. So I can't find it. But he was a good reader. But David Suchet's readings you can find on YouTube for the Bible, I mean. He reads both the Old and the New Testament. And he can certainly do a God voice. But I guess if we played it, we'd get a copyright strike or something, wouldn't we?
Possibly. The problem with the Quran is it's very repetitive, isn't it? I think they knew, whoever was writing it, knew that essentially people would be dipping into it rather than reading it like from the beginning. And so they make sure to like remind you of every bit, like, oh Allah, He who is merciful and wise, and you get this over and over and over again, but basically repetition, don't you?
It's like a hook in a song. It's like, yeah, and I said before,
Yeah,
and I'm singing it again.
Get a chorus over and over again.
Yes.
So it'll like make one point and then go back to how Allah is great and merciful and why He's doing this and how you should take it, and then it'll make another point, and then this is because Allah is wonderful and merciful, and therefore you should do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it works.
Have you honestly read it all the way through before, Claire?
Yes, I've read it in several translations. But my favourite is the yes. I mean, I like to say I know it reasonably well.
Oh boy.
And as far as I'm concerned, it's just like a lawyer going through the small print. And I think that's the best way to read it.
Well, I don't think Vincent wants to do it, and
I think he has a terrible translation. Or maybe Vincent's just not a very good reader. He just reads it quickly, and then I don't know. I don't know if
it's as tedious as the Old Testament from my reading here. I can tell. At least with the New Testament, it's a bit more modern, isn't it? A bit more easy reading.
Well, the best stories are in the Old Testament, actually. All the good stories. It's like,
but they're tediously written, aren't they?
There's no story at all. It's like, oh, Jesus was born in a manger, got into trouble, Sermon on the Mount, and I don't know. There's just sort of nothing. There's no dramatic interest at all, as far as I'm concerned.
No, there are stories there of Jesus' life, and then the things he got up to, and the problem at the end.
Yeah, but I didn't realise how much.
It's very short.
Yes, but there is a lot of sex and violence in the Old Testament. I mean, I was listening to this version. It's like, oh my God, this is so terrible. What, somebody being murdered while he was on the toilet, and his guts spilled out, and you could hear you could smell. Just really totally in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the Muslims say, "Ooh, I mean, we wouldn't let our children read the Old Testament. It's a terrible book. It's,
I'd be interested to read the Book of Mormon. Have you ever read that, Claire?
No, 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 I
I don't even
haven't.
know what it. I'd be interested to know what the Mormons came up with. This supposed book that was. I don't know. Did he claim to discover some extra gold tablets or something one day?
Yeah, we could read that if Vincent
I'd like
allows
to know
it.
what it is
It's
they
so
actually believe.
it's so interesting that you say that because I keep telling Claire that. So I don't really watch much TV. The only TV that I watch is either Gordon Ramsay or The Real Housewives, and I'm watching The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and it's all about a lot of it is about Mormonism, and a lot of them are ex-Mormons, but one of them is still a Mormon. And an interesting thing that I find about it, they talk a lot about in Mormonism. There's the attainment of perfection, and like they use that as part of like, so one of them is like, their businesses and stuff like that, and they just drop little hints about like being so successful. Mormonism is about being about like perfection here in this realm, and so you want to be successful in business, and you want to have money, and you want to have a nice family, and that kind of thing. It's about the perfect life.
You should read it. Should I bet it's not? I not bet it can't be super long because it's like only an addition, isn't it, to the Bible that
Let's
they
see how
claim
many
to
pages
have.
the Book of Mormon is. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe you could read one chapter of it if it's not too long.
Because from my understanding, there is some juicy stuff in there. Like there's stuff like they have to wear secret underwear, and there's promises about that they all get they get a planet or something, and they become if they become I don't know when they die they
They get
each
a
go to
planet
their
to
own
run.
planet.
Yeah,
Yes.
the king of their
so, so
planet.
there's got to be some fun stuff in it.
Yeah,
Okay, 588 pages.
not
That
that much
sounds quite
longer
long.
than Alan Cecil's.
Yeah, I'm not reading the Book of Mormon on my channel either.
It's such a spoiled sport.
No, I'm not reading these horrible books on my channel.
Well, we can do a kind of comparative religion exercise.
Absolutely not. These are nobody's gonna watch this. I'm not reading for weeks and weeks and weeks the Book of Mormon.
We can rotate. We can do Book of Mormon, a bit of the Koran, maybe some Old Testament sex and violence. I don't know.
No, no, I want to go through a narrative. You know what I mean? I want to go through like I'm gonna go something. This is not useful either. In that it's like I don't it doesn't this doesn't suit my agenda to go through the Book of Mormon right now, and that I do want to I know Book of Mormon the only thing that I would want to know is its connections to Freemasonry and Noahidism, and I like that area of Mormon, but I don't think I don't think right now my time would be well spent looking at the Book of Mormon. No, it's I want to read Alan Cecil's The Noahide Code, but next I want to read Occult Theocracy because, well, for the sake of Occult Theocracy, we'll have Mormonism, and the woman actually who wrote it was an anti-Mormon agitator, and she focused a lot on Mormonism, but she focused on Judaism being behind a lot of secret societies, not just secret societies, but religions, like real religions, like not like fake ones that the Illuminati and stuff. I'm talking about real organized secret societies. And I want to see if there's a connection with all of them to Noahide, but you know, reading dense scripture, that's going to take me a very long time and is going to be horrifically boring. Is not good channel content.
Yeah, I tend to agree. If you don't, you shouldn't do what you don't want to do, Vincent, on your channel. So do what you wish to do, isn't it? I would not have such books foisted upon me either, to be honest.
No, I'm not reading that book. So we're reading Occult Theocracy. Well, okay, here, you want to, let's just look at the Occult Theocracy table. No, I don't want. I'll do that. When should I do that? No, I don't want to start looking at occult theocracy on the stream because I don't think people are gonna watch the stream very much past. If there's a lot of Quran reading, I think they're gonna just be like, I don't want to listen to this anymore. But so yes, occult theocracy will be our next um as interesting. It has some interesting. The people who republished the book have some very interesting history. They are conspiracy theorists, and but okay, the description on Wikipedia doesn't say she's wrong. It says that she collected all of the knowledge known about secret societies at the time. It says that it says that she spun it with mild forms of anti-Semitism, but it didn't necessarily come out and say that she laid out a conspiracy theory. I think this is more of just a compilation of all the knowledge known of all the different uh all the different secret societies of her time. So it's not really, it's more factual.
Who is she?
Yeah, who are you talking
E-
about?
Edith Starr Miller, Lady Queensborough.
Never heard of her.
Nora.
Yeah, she was well, she was friends with fascists, and yeah, she was friends with fascists. She was an anti-Semite. She was an anti-Mormon, and yeah. Though
If I was going to recommend a book, I haven't read it, but it's one that so here's a recommendation of a book I haven't read. So take it for what you will. But one I was always intending to read in terms of about secret societies and that, and it is by somebody who we know was a 33rd degree Freemason, and it is Manly P. Hall. Have you heard of him?
yeah, yeah,
The Secret Teachings of All Ages, that book.
yeah.
That looks like a banger of a book to read about.
Yeah, my interest in that is that I want to see how much of it is based on Old Testament. Freemasonry is both based on Old Testament, and my whole thing about Freemasonry is to connect it with Noahidism and Judaism more than anything else because it's a Noahide. They're Noahides. Freemasons are Noahides. They've come out and said it. I have all the evidence that they've come out and said it. But I wish I knew better. I could make better, more examples of um of the connections.
So I'm just looking at Secret Teachings of All Ages, and that was written in 1928. An encyclopedia of ancient mythology, ritual symbolism, and the arcane mysteries of the ages. It's a codex to the ancient and occult esoteric traditions of the world.
Hmm. Oh, I'm just looking at this. She goes through all the different associations by their time period. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, okay. Wait, chapter one, the mysteries of Freemasonry. Oh, I hope that this is Freemason understanding of this stuff. Okay, this is all in light of Freemasonry. Wait, did she get into socialism? Did she? No. Theosophy, Irish socialist, co-masonry. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, so they're both about Freemasonry, but this is a little bit more broad. I don't think I have the time or the energy to learn Freemasonry or desire. I'm trying to, I'd rather spend my time on Noahide, pure Noahidism, and talking about that and reading Noahide books rather than, you know,
Yeah, well, the first rule of reading is you've got to be reading something you're interested in, otherwise you won't finish it.
yeah.
I thought we were making a comparison, though. I mean, that was why you agreed to do it. I mean, because you wanted to say you'd had read the Quran.
Yeah, I did, but it's horrible. It,
Well, you can at least say you've tried to read it.
I can't read very much of it, and it's uh, I don't need to know all this junk, because that's not my issue with. All I really care is Islam's laws. I don't really care about all this nonsense, and you know,
Did we read the thing that you got that document with what's his name? I forget his name now.
yeah, we went through it. We've been going through it, but I looked at it. I mean, contract law and marriage law and slave law and no usury and one party state and I got it.
Hmm.
I got it, but this is I don't need to know any of this for my work. This
Hmm.
is inconsequential to me. I'm sorry, Claire. I'm breaking my promise. I'm not touching this stuff.
I think you're not touching it because it's more fun than you thought.
More fun than I thought.
Yes, yes.
Are you
It's all
crazy?
right. It's all right. I don't mind.
Holy shit! I just clicked on a PDF of Secret Teachings of All Ages by Manly P. Hall, and it I didn't look where the PDF was from, and I'm on CIA.gov
Huh?
backslash lib
Wow.
CIA.gov has the full. So I've just down. I'm looking at the PDF on the CIA's website.
Gosh.
Why? I'll put it in the private chat if anybody wants it. There it is.
How many pages is
How big
it?
is the document?
How many
It's the full
pages?
PD, the full PDF there in the private chat. 633 pages. I don't know why it's hosted at CIA.gov though. That's weird.
They just the CIA has yeah, the CIA does what's it called? Um a PDF library, yeah.
Bizarre.
I suppose it would be interested in all in secret societies. It would be keeping tabs on all of them, wouldn't they?
I hope this file hasn't got like a virus in it or something.
Spyware.
Yeah, I got directly to the CIA and installed their surveillance book on my computer.
It'll soon know your taste in porn.
Oh boy, very vanilla.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they do. So yeah, actually Manly P. Hall does talk about Noahide law. Hold on, I'll show you. I'll show you the whole document where I prove that Noahide law is where that proves that
One of the things that I subscribe to, that I agree with what people say, is that in order to determine knowledge about any of these subjects, you really have to make sure that the book that you're looking for is kind of pre World War II. Otherwise, there's it's difficult to say whether it can be trusted. You know, since the age of liberalism and all the shenanigans of World War II, and how knowledge has attempted to be rewritten for the cause of liberalism. And so it really is important to look at, to determine truth. Certainly to do with any of these controversial topics. You really have to pick texts that are before World War II.
Okay, here, I'm sending you all the evidence that Freemasonry is Noahidism. I'm putting it in I'll put it in both the private chat and in the, are you on a computer, Stephen?
Yes, I'm on a
Can
laptop.
can you search, in the private chat, I just posted a link. Can you search Manly P. Hall in there to see if he ever talked about the Noahide laws? I think he
So you want me
did.
to go to that link and search for it, or
The man,
search in the PDF?
yeah, no, not the PDF. Search in the, just inside the link and search for Manly P. Hall.
Okay. I just did a Control F on that link and nothing came up.
The Control F Hall.
Yeah.
Okay. But you could see a lot of other famous Freemasons, very famous, very influential Freemasons,
Yeah.
um, are into Noahide. So I hope that you know who was really into Noahide, super into Noahide, was Isaac Newton.
Really?
Yep, super de duper.
I think Isaac Newton was into a lot of nonsense, wasn't he? He was into mathematics and physics. He did that, but then all the other stuff was like super out there, like religious stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I used to be really into that kind of stuff too, but I've totally abandoned it all.
Yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to disappear for a bit because I only came on to do a little bit of reading. So I'll pop on when you're talking about something interesting another time. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
sorry to be so boring.
come back when we're
It's all
reading.
Vincent's fault.
Come back Monday when we're reading Occult Theocracy.
Maybe. I'll see.
Okay,
All right. See you later, guys. Bye.
okay, bye.
Thanks for coming. So what's happening now, Vincent?
Well, I don't know. I'm interviewing William Brianna in 2 hours.
Okay. All right, then. I'll give you time to prepare.
Yes. Well,
Also,
thank you for, I at least tried to get, I tried, Claire. I tried my best. I
all right.
really did. I had the best intentions.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, Claire.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.